Good afternoon, tubes. It is Cinco to work on the wincho. Okay, that was terrible. It's Cinco de Mayo. It's kind of nice out. Partly cloudy, but it's almost into the 70s, so we're gonna work on the winch bumper today. First, I gotta set up my ballot. Make sure you vote. We need to work on this bumper. We gotta get the wire wheel and clean it up. Mostly just in the areas that we're gonna be working. I do want to finish welding these on because they're just tacked on. Get this winch out of here. What I want to do today is get these little ends that you see right here, these just random squares that are welded on. Get those cut off, get those plates ground down. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending most of today doing this because I don't have a torch or a plasma cutter, but I want to grind this stuff down. And I've got this piece of steel here. I want to cut some squares down. I actually want to cut like a piece that will come here and then out, and then we'll just weld it in here, and then it'll get bolted into the frame on the side. Probably just use 1, 2, and then 3, and then possibly just do the same on the other side. I've already got one hole there, which, whoops. We could weld that up. It's out on the end where it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, that's kind of my game plan for today, because after we get this plate in here, then we can start building the outer portion, which now I have to think about how much pipe I've got. Well, I suppose we should put some new wire in that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's my Lincoln wire. I think this is 35. Can't quite remember what I was running for. But we gotta put wire in it, because you can't do anything without some wire. Oh, that's what I was using, it's 35. That's what I had in there. And that's what we're putting in. Yeah. Too far. Move this over, and then we want to get our wire to feed in there. Okay, so if we're lucky, we can turn that on. I had my wire set to wire speed set to 4. Okay, and I try and straighten out the cable here. Straighten out your lead. Oh, here comes my mountain lion. Okay, and then we're out the other end. Now we should be good to go. Ah! Alright, check out what I did. So I got that piece cut off. And what I did is I got the ooh, she's getting a little chewed up now. Got one of these blades on there, Norton disc. I think it's a Norton disc. I just went in and cut the main weld right here, just kind of went along the edge and cut into it, and then just went all along the way. Took I couldn't find my 3-pound. I think I'm my 2.5, and just hammered it until the welds over here broke, and those were on pretty good. So broke that off, kind of followed it down a little bit. I'm just cleaning trying to get the rust, like that little pit right there. I want to try and clean that up, get this nice and clean. And then now all I got to do is just I'm thinking about, I'm going to come from here to maybe here, right where this other piece stops. It's probably going to be about 8 inches. I keep touching water. It's like, where is it coming from? So anyways, we're going to go probably about 8 inches. I'll measure it out. Same thing with the other side. Uh-oh. Well, cut this off. I'll actually throw the camera up and show you what I was doing. I'm gonna probably put you off to the side a little bit. I don't want this camera's lens getting damaged by the sparks and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna just lob this off, or just cut the weld, and then beat it off. Flapper disc it, clean it up, and then when we get our plate, we should be able to get it close enough to the metal, just right here, and weld onto it. Fortunately for me, I got this and one more of this style, and then the rest are Harbor Freight. So let's hopefully, well, I might need to go and buy more because we got to cut this sheet. At least try to. Yeah, let's give her a whack. Ow. Drive me nuts. Drive me bloody nuts. Alright, I got a fresh blade. Let's see how this does. Wow. Yeah. So this is what I got. Something like that. I got it butted right up against the thing there. But I'm almost wondering, yeah, I think we'll be okay with that. We don't need to come out all the way like that. And this plate here pretty much gives us a nice spot to tie in our other piece, because I have another piece that's going to come from here on in. And there's gonna be another piece that's gonna go here, come out over, and then we're gonna have like a little piece that's gonna fill in this little gap right here. So it'll be an edge right here. When all this is done, you're not gonna see the tubing because I'm gonna plate everything, and I'm almost thinking of getting all the shapes that I need made up, make them out of like a cardboard template, and just take it to a steel shop and be like, just, you know, cut them out in this shape versus doing that. That's taken quite a bit of time. So I think the bigger pieces that I need, I'm gonna have go to a steel shop and just have them, you know, cut it out, be in and out real quick. So the only problem I have is a little bit of a gap right here. So I can probably try and jump it and just build up on it, but I'd like to get it closer so I can actually, you know what, look at that, there's a gap between the frame and this. I wonder if we grind this down a little bit more, we can get it closer. So if we get it closer, it'll probably actually touch. So where do we have this gap? So I think it's going to take about this much down, and then should be good to go. All right, I'm only gonna zippy zap this a couple times for you, and then I'm going to shut the camera off because I don't want to ruin the lens on this. I flapper wheeled this and beveled it until this top part was flat with the frame. The bottom part's a little tweaked out, and I think it's mostly because the frame's not perfectly, you know, like flat. So we're gonna roll with what we got. I got it clamped to the bottom too to flex the metal, and once it heats up, I'll probably hit it with the hammer. I might even hit it with the torch. Heat the metal up, hammer it, let it relax before we release the clamps, and hopefully our welds don't crack. Alright, let's do this. I got heat on max like I did last time. Wire speed's back on 4. I think that's what I had it before. Clamped in the same spot. Actually, you know what I need to do? Before we get ahead of ourselves. Started to sprinkle a little bit. So just as I got that second piece cut, a little sloppy, but hey, good as she's gonna get. I guess next two tools I really need to get is upgrade that to a better welder. You know, for this kind of stuff, you know, I guess I at least need to get something that runs on 220. And then I need a plasma cutter. I also need a bigger garage, but hey, I got work with what I got. So I got that other piece cut. Yeah, it's okay. I could see I got pretty good heat on one side. Okay penetration for, I mean, those two pieces are probably too thick for this welder, but if you just go slow, get it nice and hot, and wait for it to pull up, and then just slowly stack your mushrooms, and you're good to go. I'm hoping I don't have to do too much grinding on this side. May have screwed up here just a little bit, but we'll find out. One thing I did on that side that was kind of hokey was I went downhill instead of uphill. I feel like I should have went uphill. I like how the electric guy's got all his light bars on. It's like, dude, it's broad fucking daylight. Turn your light bars off, dumbass. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to, well, first of all, I need to unclamp those. I got those sitting there clamped, and I heated them up with a torch, or heated the plate up with a torch, whacked it with the sledge a couple times. So hopefully when I release that, it doesn't go flying off. So I know some people think it's funny when I talk about, you know, oh, it's 70 today, kind of warm. Yeah, we're in Oregon, so it gets up to like 90 or something. We're like, oh boy. I'm probably gonna call it quits after this because I'll come back to it another week when it's even nicer / hotter, and then well, I think I need to find some more DOM tubing. I might have to order some from I don't know. I'll probably go to Forest Grove Steel or something and see if they got some DOM tubing. Doesn't have to be exactly this. I think this is quarter wall. Not sure. Probably get, depending on how much they are, probably get like 10 of them. Got DOM for days. I don't know what the hell I did over here. Maybe I gotta practice because it's been a few weeks since I've done this, but that came out okay. That's a little mushroomy. I went uphill on that one and I think that kind of came out all right. I might do one more weld, like a kind of a finish pass. That's more of a root pass. I didn't have to fill it too much. I was able to grab the two sides. I just went kind of slow with it. So, I don't know, I'll try and do another pass to even it out, but yeah. Not teabag. I heated this up, put the torch, gave it some more chooch, and then we'll just relax it a little bit. This one wasn't too tweaky as the other side because there was a lot of material missing on this side of the bumper there. Who knows, we could have loosened it up, maybe moved it over a tiny bit, even it out, but hey, you know what, we ain't got time for that. Otherwise, they're both pretty well square. And I just line them up with this end of that angle. Yeah, I think something like that, and then later we can come in and drill some holes. I think I'll probably just measure out where they're at and then drill them from the outside, because I don't know if I really want to take this bumper off. We might have to break out the engine hoist, actually. I might just do that. We'll just kind of wrap a chain from the back or something and then hook on it here. So yeah, I don't know if I have any more bolts. I might go pick some up so I can get this side bolted on. What I'd like to do is use, you know, a couple of these factory points here, but or at least one of them. I'm gonna bolt it here, and I want to bolt it here, and then probably use this factory slot that's in the frame, but just drill a hole in this plate and then bolt it in that way, so it's on 3 points. I mean the bolts, I mean the welds will break before the bolts do, but I think that should make it fairly strong, and it'll definitely keep it from tweaking too much. But yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to get to today, was getting that done. I think what I'd like to do next before I wrap up for the day is actually clean these up and finish welding them in, since I have plenty of wire now. So I think I might work on that here, and maybe we'll drill some holes, or we might come back to it later. It's not really a big deal because, you know, I'm not daily driving this. I may put the winch back in just because, you know, I don't plan on going out beyond this end of this piece here. But at the same time, I still want to give myself, you know, a boundary, because I may want to put a M15,000 or even 18,000 or whatever the hell they are in here, which basically on this, I should have plenty of room. I just want to make sure my platform has plenty of room. I may have to have Todd go measure his winch for future reference, so that way when I do put the top plate in here, that I don't, you know, screw myself with width. All right, got some 1/2 inch hardware. I got washers for load distributing, yada yada yada. 1/2 inch by 1.25 inches, I think they were, and then some nylock 1/2 inch nuts as well. I was gonna continue on today, but the rain's just been kind of in and out, and yeah, I'm not in a hurry to continue building this, so I'm gonna just clean up and head back inside before I take a shower, change into some fresh clothes, and I don't know. Got what I needed to figure out done. When I released the clamps on this, it didn't spring back or anything, so same with this one. They're both flat up against the frame, so I think those will be fine. Yeah. So, anyways, that's it for truck stuff today. I did get one other thing. We can make a video, and even though I said that I was gonna just do truck stuff, but I realize a bunch of you guys seem to have the same car I've got, Ford Fusion. Well, I need to replace the cabin air filter, so I ordered a pair, one to do now and one to put in for later. So if you guys want to see a video on how that's done, if you haven't done it already, I can, whip one up. Maybe do like a 5-minute video just on a filler for some, not a Sunday video. I'm gonna try and keep the meatier projects that I do for Sunday. And we'll just do like, a random Wednesday, hey, guess what? Cabin air filter. So if you guys want a video like that, I'll, gladly whip up a quick one. It's not too bad of a process in this car. I mean, I think you can literally do it in 10 minutes. I might make a video on that. So I'll wait on this one. Wanted to get the Motocraft one, but I think they wanted like $40 for it, and Amazon didn't seem to have one at the time, so I just got one of these. The cat says it's time to go, so we'll catch you guys later in the next YouTube video on this channel. So have a good one, and we'll see you later. Meow. Meow. Kitty. Meow. You want to say hi to the tubers? Meow. You want some wet food? What you doing? Nobody wants to see your crusty butt. Nah, okay.